What's up guys, my name is Index and today I'll be showing you a couple of camp spots, but generally focusing on one camp spot on exit 115. Particularly I've done this just to get the free perkaholic. If you get to round 50 on survival map exit 115 you get a free perkaholic, and I've come to realize that it's easier than you might think if you have the right setup. Now I'm gonna go over my class and augments. I do actually think that augments are essential for this camping strategy, for any camping strategy, essentially, because these augments are they're too busted. I mean, they are made for camping. It makes it so much more easy. You can play off of your augments. So coming in the loadout, guns, I mean, it's entirely up to you if you're gonna go for the end game high round, like really like open end. You'll definitely need the necrofluid gauntlet. Ray gun does not work as well past round 50 and health cap. And the other two guns with milking you're gonna have are up to you. Just anything you like. I always go with the Akita and the Korgot, and you're gonna use them fairly often depending on how often you use your necrofluid gauntlet, because after round 50 you can see in the gameplay it just gets so difficult to switch weapons. In the early rounds it's fairly easy. Basically you get a gameplay loop going where you shoot with your ray gun, half a mag, then you switch to your Akita with, in my case, a brain dead on it, turn one zombie, switch back to a ray gun, or even to your third weapon, which in my case had fireworks on it, proc to fireworks, switch back to a ray gun, wait about 30 seconds for each, then switch back. I think that is a really effective tactic since the ammo mods are pretty good and I have every single one of them maxed out. And fireworks for camping especially it's pretty awesome. Like the flares it leaves on the ground. I don't know which augment it is specifically, but you can see in the gameplay what it does. The only thing you have to watch out for is when you're inside anything and you have a ceiling above you, the fireworks are going to hit the ceiling and they're not going to do any damage, which is pretty stupid. I hope they're going to fix that soon. Yeah, that's it for the guns. So recommended choice, just go for the Akita. Akimbo, always a good choice. As for equipment is also really important here. You need shock charges and molotovs. As for field upgrade, I would always go for toxic growth, but I deliberately I played a whole game without using my field upgrade up till round 50 just to see how effective the strategy is. A little bit critical at some points, like you're gonna have to be ready to tank some hits, but it never got to a point where I was like, okay, yeah, this is bad. You can always save yourself with a chalk chart or something like that. And yeah, so field upgrade, choose whatever you want. Toxic growth is just my favorite. Now coming over to the augments, really important is actually Wisp T and the augment Mask of Distraction. This turns the Wisp T essentially into a monkey, which distracts zombies and stays nearby and procs. I don't know when exactly, but it procs fairly often. And for camping, this is really beneficial because the zombies will just not target you. They will just go towards the monkey. It gives you so much more time to reload your weapons or apply armor or something like that. It is really game changing. For minor augments, do what you want. I got here the extension and the haste, which basically decreases the cooldown and increases the lifetime, which is basically what I'm going for. You're gonna want to proc it as often as possible. The next augment is gonna be on Elemental Pop, Electric Cherry. This one is also really essential. You're gonna see it in the gameplay. The necrofluid gauntlet, not really as much since you're not gonna reload in the high rounds. You're just gonna use the pull in mechanic, and when you pull your spikes in with the gauntlet, the Elemental Pop does not proc because it doesn't count as a reload. Or just unfortunate, but it is what it is. Just for the ray gun and for the other guns specifically, if you run into the crowd, reload your weapon there and just step back. Can stun 2 to 3 zombies. They block out the zombies behind. Takes them longer to hit you, so it does also slow down the zombies reaching you, which is really beneficial with camping. Now, third augment is going to be on Juggernog. This is going to be reactive armor. I've heard from multiple sources that the other augments are also busted. I don't have Juggernog maxed out yet even, but reactive armor is always my go-to. Just also because I'm camping. If it depends on your play style, but I'd recommend for camping every time rock reactive armor. It stuns the zombies after 1 armor plate breaks, which is the most busted. I mean, this is the most effective thing for camping, since the zombie's going to be stunned for like, I don't know, 3 to 5 seconds, I think. Block out the other zombies. Meanwhile, you can just apply your armor. If you run out of plates, you can pull them in with the necrofluid gauntlet, so you don't even have to move. Apply your armor while shooting the gauntlet. It's basically like you're invincible, essentially. And next up is going to be also the Picky Eater augment on Vulture 8. This will allow you to have, or this will drop your equipped equipment more often, and it's really busted. It's been busted since it's been introduced. I mean, you don't need, but it's better to always have full chalk charges, full molotovs. In your gameplay, you can see I sometimes just throw 1 or 2. I throw molotovs fairly often, especially when I have the ray gun, just to decrease their health. it does take a good chunk of their health since they have to climb up and they stay in a spot for a small second before coming towards you. So this augment is also pretty good, but you want to have the shock charges stacked up at all times because they're going to be important for the Xerxes. And besides from that, obviously run any augments that you like, but those are the essential ones that I recommend definitely. Like you can see, I have maxed out half of my perks, I think, and I still managed to do this. Those are really the only ones you'll need. But jumping into game, the early rounds, it doesn't really matter what you do. Just try to get set up, do your TED tasks to get set up early. But there's a effective way of just creating salvage in the higher rounds. You can just go to Chompy. So since the beta, they actually patched it, and now it takes, I don't know how many guns. Like I've put 10 guns in Chompy, I think, in one round, and it never disappears. And in the high rounds, this is busted because you have the wall buys that are going to be on epic rarity, and you're going to have a lot of essence because you're not going to spend essence on anything. Because you don't need ammo, because you have the Necrofluid Gauntlet. So you basically have infinite salvage if you just buy the wall weapon, go to Chompy at the end of a round, stack up on your salvage, get like 5k salvage or something, and then head back into game. It doesn't really take long either. Don't really care about salvage that much. You can go ham on spending, just max yourself out. Early rounds, I actually just took a ray gun because I think I got it from Tetras or like a mystery box. Even without ray gun, the Akitas, if you upgrade them, generally like to play at the workbench area, where you can see right now, it's pretty chill with the Akitas, but my more favorite spot is actually on the car right out front, where essentially all the zombies are going to jump onto this car, and you'll have a little bit of time until they reach you. This is especially good with the ray gun, but only until around 40, 45 maybe at max, because all the salvage also drops on the floor, all the armor blades drops on the floor beneath you, so it's not really that good. And also on the truck itself, where the spot is gonna be, or on the opposite side, like the opposite truck. If you like turn around 180 degrees, there's another truck. I can also go on that, doesn't really matter. But yeah, we're gonna be focusing on this spot now, here on the truck, right beside Pack-a-Punch. And like I said, you can go here whenever. With the ray gun, it's also good. Like I said, I managed to get to round 50 without even using a single field upgrade. I don't know if it was this run or the other one, but yeah, it's definitely possible to get to round 50 without a field upgrade even. So the spot is actually pretty good. Now, you're gonna see me at the beginning of the round. You just pull out your war machine. Just keep your eyes peeled when the Xerxes spawns. Maybe throw it on a chalk charge in front of you so the zombies don't hit you. You have like 5 to 10 seconds to just search for the Xerxes. If you land 3 direct hits with the war machine, then the Xerxes is instantly dead. And if one war machine has 30 shots, they're gonna patch it in season 2 though, down to 24, which is still good. And yeah, this thing is just busted. Like, this is definitely the best way to take care of Xerxes, because when you're done, you can just pack it away and wait till the next Xerxes spawns. I think with one war machine, I managed to kill like 4 or 5 Xerxes over the course of like 8 rounds or something. And one war machine is, I think, 2,250 salvage. And as you can see right here in the gameplay, I mean, I maxed out all my weapons I had to, and I still have 17,000 salvage just because I went ham with Chompy and just, got a bunch of salvage from him. Also, what you're seeing right now with the gameplay loop I mentioned earlier, if you have the ray gun, just try to first turn someone with the brain mod augment, with the brain mod ammo mod, or any other ammo mod, like, it's up to you, but I think brain mod is just the best one, since also when a zombie's turned, they don't necessarily jump down like you can see in your video. They will stay there and thwart off the other zombies, and they also will give you extra time until the zombies reach you, in combination with your toxic growth and your wisp T and your juggernaut augment. You just have so many, you have a lot of room for error. Yeah, the zombies are gonna come up close to you. That is gonna happen. Just be prepared. You can tank a lot of damage. As long as you have one armor plate on, you're always gonna be fine. And even if that one breaks, you still have 5 seconds. Zombies are on, you're gonna be stunned. You can dip out. And yeah, so essentially you're gonna turn one zombie with the brain rot, switch to your other gun or your ray gun, proc the fireworks. If the fireworks, I think all the time I procced it, it managed to land on the truck itself. It does a lot of damage. I think more than a Molotov cocktail even, and it does really help to reduce the zombies' health. They also sometimes just die from it. So yeah, that's gonna be the gameplay loop. You can also try to proc the ammo mod with your knife, but I just stayed away from that. That is too risky, since also you have to get like 5 to 10 knife hits off until it actually procs, and it's just not, that's too risky. So yeah, now we're gonna jump over to the Necrofluid Gauntlet, because with the ray gun, like you can see, I'm already struggling kind of on round 50, and I also wouldn't advise going past round 50 with the ray gun. It's just not good. Now, if you have the Necrofluid Gauntlet, again, you can see me here throwing out Chalk Charge. Boom, Xerxes done. Always fire 2 to 3 shots. 3 is my favorite. If you just fire 3 shots in a straight line onto the truck itself, track them right away, you'll always have enough time to apply armor and the zombies will get stunned, so you'll basically never die. Don't get too scared you're gonna be hit a lot. It's just because the timing between shooting and retrieving your spikes is gonna be a little bit, but it is really possible. And if there's ever a sticky situation, throw down a shock charge, like here you can see me do with the Zersa, take him out, boom. You can also put out your war machine and just spam on the ground. That one's gonna save you a bunch of times. But essentially, if you're, I don't know if it's how it is on controller, but you can essentially just spam your G button while firing your gauntlet and while retrieving your spikes, and you'll always apply armor, which is pretty cool. Or you can also switch out the augment on the Ultra 8, which is, I don't know if it's a minor or major augment, which applies your armor or reapplies your armor for you if one armor plate is broken. That would also be very beneficiary, because then you're gonna get rid of all the armor appliances and you can just spam your gauntlet and you'll basically never die, since you always automatically pull the armor plates towards you. Even if you don't want it, they're gonna end up at your feet. So yeah, also a tip, if you see a full power, put on your toxic growth, collect it, and yeah, free field upgrade charge. Also important, I've seen it in Donut's video, the way field upgrades work in this game is actually the more you use it, the more kills it's gonna take to fill back up. I think per use it's plus 10 kills it takes to get it the next time, and yeah, that's something important to keep in mind. But I'm fairly confident that only with your Necrofluid Gauntlet you'll be totally fine. And every time Zersa comes, I mean, you can hear him most of the time. Even if you don't hear him, you can see him early enough to throw down a shock charge, pull out the war machine. And even if you don't hit him directly with your war machine, if you, I think two pulls of the trigger will do it, like 6 shots in total then. Just near or around him are gonna take care of him. Yeah, so that has basically been the high round strategy. Let me know if this helped you guys. Try it out for yourself. I think it's the most efficient way to get to high rounds on this map. There's no other. I've tried a lot of spots, and the only thing you can do essentially is really get on top of things and use the gauntlet. And this is just the best spot for it, which I have found, because this is the spot where the zombies take the longest to reach you. They only come mostly from the front, nothing really from the back. And yeah, this is a really good spot. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.